Good morning, good evening, good night to whoever watching this transmission. Sorry about the delay, folks. I did a quick 2-second video. I'm like, oops, I forgot to change the title of the video. Welcome to Cant Market Talk, episode number 7. Asia is worried, people. Asia is worried. What is Asia doing? Well, they're worried about this whole, what's happening with this trade deal. So it's not looking good overseas. And let's get into the markets first before some channel news. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Be a part of the channel. Mike in the Night, the new generation is an awesome new generation of people, new callers, new people to interview, new points of view. Come and join us on Mike in the Night. Trends in the housing market last night is still a hit. Check it out, guys. Going for 2-3 years now. Trends in the housing market every week. Your weekly housing trends forecast. Don't forget to join us on Can't Read Market Talk. And here we go. This is episode 7. And guys, if you want to support this transmission, don't forget to go on Patreon. I got 14 Patreon supporters. And we'll be getting the chat room working on the back end of this one too. And don't forget to check me out on The Dirty, guys. I'm on The Dirty, and man, is it ever amazing. Mike Martin's a dirty, fat liar, fraud, and a fake. I have been debunked on The Dirty. I've been debunked on my channel, and I've been debunked on The Dirty. So, people, if they want to find out who's doing this and making all these comments, first you need to track back who made this post first. And you shall find out who's been making these comments. Anyways, okay, Asia markets broadly fall as trade worries persist. So apparently there was no call made from China or whatnot, and everyone's backtracking on what they said, and it's very, 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 very important on what's going on. And Mr. E, if you want to look at something fun, look at the hotel prices in Hong Kong, 90% off. What? Yeah, we're gonna get Mr. E hopefully on the show real soon to give us a. Hopefully we could get him on the show soon on Mike in the Night this Saturday night, aka Sunday afternoon in Hong Kong, to give us a little bit of insight on what is happening on the ground there. I hope he's okay, guys. We need to send prayers to Mr. E to make sure he's okay. We don't want him in the middle of the scuffle. Maybe when he's ready, because I know he's employed there, he works there, he has a family there. Maybe if he needs to leave the country or something, we need to know that we have his back and that we're praying for him. And the power of prayer is very powerful. You'd be very surprised. Anyways, I'm not going to get into gospel this morning. Hong Kong's Shanghai HSI fell 0.3%, while China's Shanghai Composite Index is down 0.1%. Nikkei's N225 is dipped 0.1%, while South Korea's Kospi is at lost 0.4%. So I got to go over those markets one day. The Korean ones. I never do. I rarely do. But there's a bunch of people talking around this round table with a couple of laptops, but nobody really cares what they have to say. Okay, S&P, the TSX is up 114 points, sitting at 16,388.09. The S&P 500 sitting at 2,926.18. Up 38.28 points, 1.32%. The Dow Jones is slightly rallying and making a comeback from its last. Well, it made a gain yesterday and the day before Friday's loss. Let's talk about Friday's loss, right? Friday's loss, 23,377.91. Canada to the US dollar sitting at 75 cents, 15 cents. Crude oil is up 66 cents, 56.44. Bitcoin to the Canadian dollar sitting at 12,625. So it's below the 10,000 US dollar mark. Gold features 1,537. Gold is down $11.60 today. Russell 2000, this is the most important one we need to look at. Russell 2000 is by far the most important index we need to follow because it is the big boys in play. And if the Russell 2000 goes below 1,300, you'll see massive sell-offs on the big stocks. So Russell 2000 sitting at 1,495.45. Up 22.73 points, up 1.54%. The 10-year bond is over 1.5. Oh, yeah, it's over 1.5. Oh, my God, hallelujah. God bless America. It's over 1.5. American bond market needs to sit above 1.5% because this will attract more foreign money from Europe that is sitting at negative interest rates right now. could park their money in American bonds, at least get 1.52% back. But they're saying, oh, Mike, on $1 million, that's only like $15,000 a year return. Yeah, but if you're a country and you put it in $1 billion, you got a lot of return on 1.5% if you have $1 billion, right? NASDAQ sitting at 7,979.29, up 122.41 points, 1.56% up. Volatility right now at 17.84, down 1.4%. And in the UK, the FTSE sitting at 7,184.32, up 69 points. So all markets seem to be doing well right now. Let's move on to what everyone's waiting for, and what we're following here is silver down 19 cents, but still sitting over $18. So silver making some new highs, I guess, but it's a little crawl back right now because we did have a lot of the financial institutions trickle a bit of money into the energy sector yesterday. So don't forget that, guys. So the energy sector is going to probably start rallying off or kind of burning off and going back into a bear market by, let's say, Friday this week. We'll see gold back up again by Friday this week. The euro US dollar sitting at $1.10. 10-year bond 152. VIX 17.74. It was at $22 2 days ago, on Friday when we did this. So you watch the VIX, guys. Watch your VIX. VIX. Volatility index, please. Now let's move on to Yahoo Finance. This is Australian. The ASX All Ords, the ORDS up 4.9 points, up 0.07%, sitting at 6,605. The Australian stock exchange closed above the red at up 6.80 points, up 0.10% at 6,507. Australian US dollar is taking a small hit this morning at 0.67% from where it was at 0.679 when we last checked. Oil sitting at 56.43, and Bitcoin to Australian dollar at 14,149. So yeah, that's what's happening right now, guys. So is Bitcoin losing to a strong US dollar? Is gold losing to a strong US dollar? That's what we're going to find out here right now, guys. And what do we got here? Yeah, this is the UK, so we know this is what's sitting at right now, because Brexit is right now in a bit of trouble. This Brexit exit fees need to be paid to Brexit, and Brexit will be spell disaster for the UK temporarily. It will be 2-3 years, maybe 5. Then you could see Brexit jump back on the ban. You could see the UK jump back as a new, fresh, basically reliving the old glory years of the British Empire. So I don't know. 774, no deal Brexit now. So we got a lot of people for Brexit deal and people against the Brexit deal. They don't want to deal with Brexit. So either way, I think everything's going to work out to work for hopefully its best. That's what we hope for, right? We generally don't wake up in the morning saying, well, I hope this country fails and I hope these people suffer. We don't do that, people. Especially if you're on this channel. We love each other, okay? And we look out for each other, all right? IDK saying no deal Brexit is what we all voted for. So 3 Right Guys is saying you don't sound like someone who's telling the truth, and you're talking about your wealth like as if it was I find that hard to believe. Oh, I don't know. There's a confusion in the comment section, guys. Whoa. Early morning market talk with Mike Martins, guys. You are here. Sit back for another. It's a 30-minute segment. So shareholders urged to bring down Sports Direct CEO Mike Ashley. Advisory firm recommends investors to vote against the re-election of Ashley Group CEO. So there's going to be a lot of market talk. You're going to see a lot of volatility in their stock. So watch out for that, guys. If you're looking for something to short. Pilot strikes will not affect UK flights. Ryanair tells customer. So pilots are on strike. You know, pilots make I don't know, like $20 an hour. They don't make a lot of money. All right, let's go back to here and find out what's going on. Why Adidas doesn't want J. Crew trademark after a 5-stripe design. I think Adidas could go straight to hell. Adidas paid a lot of money to get a lot of teams in the not this World Cup, but the World Cup before. Adidas paid hundreds of $1,000,000 to have their 2 shirts in the finals. Argentina and Germany. There's proof that they paid. So Adidas could go straight to hell. Alphabet and teachers to launch infrastructure holding company. So yeah, this is not good. Google affiliates Alphabet and Sidewalk Lab partnering with the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan to launch new company to invest in North American. Oh God, could these big corporations, Alphabet? It's kind of weird how Alphabet is all the Alphabet is all the police in the U.S. The Alphabet, you know what I'm saying, like FBI, CIA. And Alphabet is tied to the CIA. Is Alphabet CIA? Is Alphabet the CIA, which is Google Alphabet? Man, there's just so much conspiracy out there to wrap up. Okay, high voltage woman wanted, most enjoy breaking ground. Duke Energy electrical linemen shift with their gaze towards the skies as the college rises above the bucket truck. Oh, cool. People watching, this is cool. People outside the university watching somebody working on electricity there. That's really nice. And satellite photos show burning Iran Space Center launch pad. Uh-oh. So what's going on? Why is a launch pad on fire? Why Forever 21 will probably go bankrupt and disappear. Another good one to short, guys. RBC student banking. Why don't they teach people and students how to open a business, save money, and how to avoid banks? Why don't they teach people that? Trump says U.S.-China plan to have a talk on trade today. So China right now is in woes, or the Chinese market in woes over the trade talks and what's happening. So let's see what's happening here. This is kind of important. Bloomberg, Terms of Trade is a daily newsletter that untangles the world embroiled in trade wars. President Donald Trump said Thursday that the U.S. and China are scheduled to have a conversation about the trade today without giving details. Okay, this is from today. This is posted 27 minutes ago. Trump's comments followed signs from China that it would immediately retaliate against the latest U.S. tariffs increased and wanted to focus on removing new tariffs to prevent further escalation in the trade war. And it says, there is a talk scheduled for today at a different level. Trump said when asked in a Fox News radio interview if planned September talks with China are still on. Trump is under increasing pressure from the Republican senators and others who say that uncertainty on the trade is contributing to the U.S. economic slowdown. I think it is, guys. Come on, guys, wake up. Oh, we made a call. We're going to work things out. Boom. Stocks rally Monday morning. Why? The Dow. You remember what happened last Friday? I'll show you the video. Can't read market talk. I think it's gold going to the moon. Then they would do a 0.25%. Last week, 5.45. I'm not sure. I'm going to go first Majestic. I'm going to look that up right now and see. It's this video here because this is the gold features are up, spiking, and the Dow and everything is down. The Dow went down 600 points. Gold features at 1552. So that's an older video. So guys, backtrack to older videos if you can once in a while to kind of get the inside scoop on things. So what does Pat Toomey want me to do? Does he want me to say, let me put the hands up China? Continue to rip us off? Just continue, Trump said. Let me give up right now, China, even though we're winning. So America right now is in a belief that they're winning in this trade war. I think in the end, America will win. Because right now the middle class or the wealthy middle class in China is slowly disappearing as people are leaving their shores. So China's going to have the super elite rich that run the country and pretty much the dirt poor at the bottom. So what's going on here? Let's go. Oops, 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 oops. Let's go back. Let's close this so I don't get confused. Altria falls after Dow Jones report FTC investigation. Guys, give me a ticker. Give me a ticker. Give me a ticker. Give me a ticker in the comments if you want me to look at a stock today. We want to discuss a stock today. Come on, guys. Let's discuss a stock today. Give me a ticker in the comment section there if it's in the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, the TSX, whatever. Stocks rally on optimism over China trade talks, markets wrap. So here it is. This is from 56 minutes ago. Want the lowdown on the European markets? Okay, a $16 billion boost to stocks may be coming from bond market. There you go. This is the key story I wanted to read today for you guys. Finally got to it. It's been pushed down because it's an hour ago. So let's get to this, guys. Institutions are busy redeploying some $16 billion into equities from bonds as a part of a fairly sizable month-end portfolio rebalancing. Woo! According to a private Chinatownvich and Wells Fargo and Company, the flows could be enough to fuel a short-term stock surge through the waning days of August. So they want to balance the month's end so they're not at a loss, so it doesn't look like they've been at a loss for the month. Okay, Pappas is saying CWSFR. CWSFR. I'll look that up in a sec. CWSFR. There's nothing. There's nothing. Focused equity ETF. Oh, here it is. Chartwell Retirement. All right, so this is basically not getting a real chart here. So this is Chartwell Retirement Fund that this was sent to me by it does, I don't know, 777. So I'm not sure what this Chartwell, here it is. Yeah, this is what he wants us to look at. So this is the stock that somebody put in the comments here. So previous close 11, open 1103, and days range 1103, 52-week range 968, and volume sitting at 100, and market cap is 2.371 billion bucks. Okay, so let's get back to that in a sec. Tell us in the comments why we're looking at this stock, because I want to know. Anyways, let's go back to this. So this is the Fed's trying to balance the balance sheet. The whole new jobs that was posted was kind of debunked. I think Peter Schiff debunked it on his channel. So the whole jobs thing was kind of like a fiasco type of thing, and new jobs. And yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's spark behind this month's bigger than usual rotation. The rally in fixed income, which touched equities on sale, seen just a few times since 2015. According to the MRA, bonds outperformed the asset class by 5.5% in the month through August 2026. The firm data showed, forcing pension funds to buy more stocks to preserve their allocations. Okay, so basically, they're moving, so they're shaking money trees to kind of throw them in. They're shaking bond markets for money to kind of balance out the stocks so they basically don't end up with a loss at the end of the month is what it is. While U.S. stocks this week are being buffeted by trade hopes. So it's being buffeted or propped by trade wars being fixed. Flows from fundamental and systematic money managers can also help move the market. We expect equities to outperform bonds in the very short term as a result of the pension fund rebalancing. MRA strategist Max Greenakoff wrote in a note. The S&P index jumped 1.3% as to 12:11 p.m. in New York, while the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury rose 4 basis points. Over the final 4 days of any month, 1996, which bonds outperformed equities by more than 5%. Granikoff found that stocks returned to 2.4% average. Wells Fargo's fixed income strategies had earlier pegged the amount of rebalancing at around 11 billion as of August 22nd. China Wagavich estimates that the amount increased since then, these thanks to bonds rallying further. So this is it, guys. This is what's happening. So they kind of need to, I guess, reconfigure the market a bit so they don't kind of look bad at the end of the month. It's kind of like a bank branch. Okay, you got these bank branches. So you got a bank, and they're behind on, let's say, unsecured and secured and mortgages. So they need to put more mortgages on the books before month's end. So they start going through old mortgage files to see who can we approve so we don't look bad. This is why we're in this mess right now, because banks are under the pressure to put garbage on the books, and this is what happened with the banking system. Oh, guys, we got 2 days left in the month. Look through your mortgage files. Let's see what we can close this month. That's what they do. Trust me, I know what they do. I know very well what they do. So the Japanese are very wise when it comes to immigration and will always be Japanese, unlike the West. That's from IDK. Yes, the Japanese only dealt with the Portuguese for trade for hundreds of years before anybody else, because the Portuguese were honest, and the Portuguese did not trade with the East Indian Trading Company with drugs. The Portuguese actually brought furs, tobacco, gunpowder, everything to Japan, and that's why the Japan and Portuguese have a very symbolic union together, right? Arigato is obrigado. Tantacoro means tanto coração, tanto coro. It means a lot of heart, a lot of love. So it's the even the languages have some similarities in some of the words. If you're very careful, look it up on Wikipedia. Woo! Realistically, me says Panama Papers. Then they moved to our shores, and now we got the Canada Papers. Thus, they're no more on the other shores again. Mostly as we speak, back to China, Taiwan, Malaysia, Thailand, Japan, India, and the UK. So there's a huge conversation going on there in the comment section. So I haven't caught up with it. So I'm going to continue here. Where are we at for time? We got 8 minutes left in this housing. So here it is. Let's put this on right here. This thing is kind of... let's put this on here.
In the S&P 500, the company reported earnings this morning. Same-store sales rose 4%, and the company raised its guidance even with the threat of tariffs, which we know can hit the retailers pretty hard. The second best performing stock in the S&P 500 right now is United Rentals, up about 5%. That's the biggest gain in about 2 months. No real specific headlines surrounding United Rentals, but remember, there is a hurricane expected in
Nasdaq still leading the way higher on a percentage basis, up 1.5%. We're also watching shares of Chicago-based cannabis company Green Thumb Industries after reporting results for its second quarter.
Let's look up Green Thumb Industries. Here it is. Okay. It's GTII. There it is. There it is, guys. Green Thumb Industries. What are they doing? What are they up to? This is a marijuana stock. I've been out of marijuana stock for a long time, but they've experiencing a loss over the year. They are apparently experiencing a little bit of an uptick in their stock. Maybe something to look at if you like the whole marijuana and the marijuana industry. I am no longer in the marijuana industry for a long time now because I got into oil, and then when oil was at $39 a barrel, and then I jumped back now into precious metals. So Green Thumb Industries revenue to $44.7 million and reports a $5 million in adjusted operating EBITDA in the second quarter of 2019. Closed previously announced acquisition in Tergal Associates to scale the distribution of brand portfolio to the Nevada, California retail expansion accelerates with the opening of. So they're opening new frontiers with this company, Green Thumb. It's a Chicago-based marijuana company. The future of online advertising. Nobody cares. Okay. Green Thumb Industries launches Illinois pro bono cannabis license application assistance program to assist social equity applications. That's a good move right there. Green Thumb Industries closes transactions to acquire highly coveted vertical integrated New York license. So they're applying for licenses around the country in different cities and different states to hopefully get approval. So over the last month, they look like they are on a slight uptick. The stock is selling at 11.87. The market cap is $2 billion, and let's see what we're looking at. 52-week range. It was at $10.08, sitting at $32.50. $32 at 50 was the highest it's reached. Guys, please do your research on these things. Do not look at me for this stuff. We're just discussing ideas. We are discussing things to look at is all, right? So let's look at its chart here. And there you go there. Let's look at its, oops, I hate when it does this. It kind of shuts you off from the rest of the website. All right, so it should give you a little close window for that. So now it's doing this now. See, it does this all the time. Okay. Premium indicators. Okay, now let's go back to Yahoo Finance. So that was one stock we kind of talked about here. Every day I want to feature one stock and talk about it. I don't care what sector it's in, if it's winning or losing. And let's look at the market losers here. Let's go back to the American one here. Where's the American one? Did I close the American one? I probably did. All right, let's see here. Let's see what the market losers are and the winners here. Cryptocurrencies right now down. Oh man. Bitcoin to US dollar sitting at 9,536. It is down. So if you guys want some Bitcoin update and news, go to AMTV, man. That guy's the best. XRP to US dollar. Ripple is up actually. And Ethereum is down $4.11. And Bitcoin Cash is down $12.32. Sitting at $280.12. And Litecoin is sitting at $64.46, down $2.35. This has a lot to do with a lot of banks, I guess, kind of somewhat bailing out the energy sector yesterday. So I think that's kind of, yeah. So let's look at trending tickers. The NTNX looks good here right now. And Dollar Green Corporation. Is that the dollar store? So the Nuntix Inc. is, what are these? What do these guys do? I don't even know what these guys do. Where's the, who the hell are these guys? It's a strong buy right now according to these guys here. Wonder what these guys do. Let's find out what these guys do. 52-week range, they're sitting at right now $24.82, and their 52-week range is $17.74. It used to sit at $63.38. So this is a bargain deal, but who are these guys? If anyone knows who these guys, I'm trying to find. Usually they have a little bit of a little blurb at the bottom of what the company does and who they are. And what they move. They keep moving things around on these pages. And, all right, we'll go to news on the company. Pops up earning guidance after physical quarter earning transaction subscriptions. Oh, it's a subscription software model. Okay. Stock soar best today on record, but spending plans spark fear. Nuntech stock is soaring today. It's not giving us. It looks like they're a subscription-based company where they set up subscriptions and stuff. But one thing to be careful with those kind of companies that if people don't have money to continue subscriptions towards things, they're just going to start canceling, right? And what's the other one we opened here? Oh, that's a Japan. There's another one here that was looking like it was trending pretty good. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There's currencies, trending tickers right here. Well, obviously the number one trending ticker right now is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, of course. Of course. But why? Why? Here's our biggest gainer right now. Sone Capital, Soneni Capital's up 100% today. And ALBL is Alberta Tech. Wow, Albert Technologies. I thought it said Alberta Technologies. I'm like, wow, they got a technology company. Let's check out this penny stock here. Who are these guys? Soin Capital, 52-week range at 61. That hasn't pretty much moved. The days range, and they are up. Wow, 100% today. There is no chart on these guys, so I'd be very weary. Okay, Soin Capital, GSGPS. Primarily engages in resort, hotel, fitness, energy, refrigeration, and heating, ventilation. Yeah, hotels are gonna Airbnb is gonna take that over. So that's kind of a very risky one right now, in my opinion. Remember, guys, do your own research. Don't depend on me. Anyways, guys, if you want to be if you want to be on the, if you want a stock ticker, please come on the comments and let us know. It's my 30 minutes is up. I got to go run and open the store. Thanks for Can't Read Market Talk. Let me know what you guys think. Why is the market rallying? Who's bailing out who? Is it the bond market that we read earlier? I kind of gave it away when I read that article. The bond market is kind of freeing up some money to put into private equity stocks. So, or equity stocks to kind of make the month's end not look so bad, I guess, if you want to say. The job market was kind of a hoax, or the job gains is kind of a hoax. Maybe we'll look into payroll tomorrow and see what the payroll numbers are in Canada and the US and the Australia. And I don't know, 777 saying, it's nice to hear you live, Mike. Oh, I'm live many times, guys. Go to the channel right here. You could hear me on replay. Trends in the housing market from last night. Mike and the Nike Saturday nights. And Can't Read Market Talk, the new segment you're on now. Morning Coffee with Mike, housing crash discussion, and then don't forget to support me on Patreon for $1 a month. I got 14 Patreon subscribers right now, so if you want to join the band, jump on the bandwagon and support this transmission, please come along. And don't forget to check me out on The Dirty. Mike Martin's a dirty, fat liar, fraud, and a fake. So people are complaining that comments are being put up here. Well, here's the deal. You need to find out who made this post first to find out who is doing this. Once you find out who is doing this to me, you'll find out who's been posting all these comments, because the language pretty much kind of looks very similar. So let's find out. So guys, if you could find out who's doing this to me, please let me know. Someone saying, you are in the early morning for me. We'll listen later. All right, guys. You guys take care. And Mr. E, let's send our prayers to Mr. E, who is in the middle of a war zone right now in Japan. Hopefully he could come on one morning, maybe, and tell us what's going on there to give us an insight. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless everybody. I love you guys. Remember, love your neighbor. It's easier to love people than to hate them. And also, guys, like my daddy, rest in peace, used to say, make good memories on this earth and good times on this earth, because when you pass away, the only thing you take with you are your memories. So make good ones. That's my daddy, Antonio Martins, used to say. Thanks for watching, guys.